How's it going, guys? Welcome back to today's video. I have a smile on my face, but it's not all good stuff. As you've seen from the title, we do have problems with the Astra, so I'll jump in the car now and I'll show you what we've got going on. So when we turn her on, we've got check engine light, and we've also got this ABS traction control kind of light. The reader that I've got will only read that one. It won't tell me what that is. The engine light is basically saying that one of the lambda sensors is faulty. So what we need to do is head out, go and pick up ourselves a new lambda sensor. Right, so there he is. So what we're going to do now is jack up the car and get ourselves underneath, because I'm not too sure where the connection side is. Obviously I know where the lambda sensor side is, but where the connection runs up to, I have no idea. So let's get cracking. Right, okay guys, so what I've done is got underneath and I've traced this wire all the way back. That's the one that you need to disconnect. It's basically, oh, where has it gone now? It's up there, plugged in, up by the, just here where my finger is, just here at the back of the this box, the vac box. So I disconnected that, and now there's a load of clips that we need to undo to sort of get the actual cable itself off. So I've got some needle nose pliers, squeeze the connection together so that it comes out, and then we can just pull the wire back and then try and undo it from down there. So guys, when you buy something, I suggest you check it before you bring it home and get your car all jacked up and shit, because yeah, I ain't wiring that up. And this is a connector they've sent that comes obviously with it. Well, that's not the right one. I'll jump under the car now and show you what mine looks like. So yeah, that would never have fit what's up there as well. Plus, look how long this is. That goes from obviously all the way over here to virtually the end of the car, the side of the car. And this one, it's not even half the length. So yeah, nice one GSF. Ain't coming to you again. I wouldn't have minded too much. I could have took that back today, but the one that fits the car, that is the right one, I suppose it's my fault for not double checking, but the one that I looked at, it says fits. Genuine Bosch, you know, you see it in the genuine Bosch thing there, like gutted. And the one that it should be, they haven't got in stock in Bromsgrove, Redditch or Birmingham, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll have to try and find another one somewhere else, but put this back together and we'll jump on to the next problem. So you join me in the wheel well. I'm getting a rubbing on the wheel arch. So if we come under here, I can see where it's been rubbing there. And I think it's because this bit's a bit loose. I'm missing a clip there. So I'm going to try and put the clip in there and hope that stops the rubbing. Because I can't see any rub marks anywhere else. There's none sort of down here or anywhere. So yep, let's get that done and hopefully that solves that issue and we can move on to the next one. You wouldn't believe me if I told you that's just took me half an hour to do that. Trying to get my hand into this space here, guys, was a nightmare, but that's that ticked off the list, so on to the next. So basically, when I fitted this Astra VXR steering wheel, if you haven't seen that, click up there, it didn't actually go on straight. So as you can see, obviously there's 12 o'clock and we're slightly off. So I've centered the car up and that's where it's sitting. So I'm just going to undo the T50 there, take it off, turn it slightly, plonk it back on, and we should be good to go. Right, there we go guys, back to the centre. Like I say, it was just very slightly off. This was kind of in line with the indicator marker there, so it's now central. So that's one good thing. As I was driving back in, I checked the wheel arch. Well, not checked it, but I listened and there was no rubbing, so I think that was a winner. And also this plugs into there. Now obviously when it's plugged in properly, you can't pull it out. You have to get a little flathead underneath it and lift it so the tab can allow it to come out. That won't come out now. When I first took this airbag off, that just pulled out, so I'm wondering if that might have been the reason I had the ABS traction control light kind of on. Time will tell with that, but today's Saturday. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go around to see my friend who's got Opcom. We're going to plug it in and make sure that is I am getting the right sensor, and obviously if that comes back on, then we'll be able to see what's going on there and just check over the car basically. So airbags going back on now, power's off, so that should be it. So it's been about a week since I picked up the camera to continue filming with the video. The reason it's been so long is because the lambda sensor that I needed was discontinued. So basically the one that sits just after the cat is no longer made, and it took me ages to find one. Thanks to James, my mate James, for finding me one. Fairly cheap as well, to be fair. Just hope it fixes the problem. It's not a Bosch one, it's called a Delphi. I'm pretty sure you'll have heard of those. So it just took ages to find it, and then obviously I had to buy it and then it come. So it's probably been about 2 weeks since I actually picked up the video. So we've got it in the car. I'm going to get it out, jack the car up, hopefully get it fitted, and then we can move on to something else that's wrong with the car. Now, I say things that are wrong with the car. Some things, like obviously this lambda sensor was something wrong, and that traction light was really worrying me until I took the steering wheel off. So that sorted, so that was good. But the other problems are just really little niggly things, really, as you'd have probably guessed from the video so far, if you're still sticking around. So yeah, we'll jack the car up, sort this lambda out, and then we'll move on to something else. Got obviously the old one off and the new one ready to go. Just put them side by side. They are exactly the same length, and even the clips are in the same place. So I'm fairly confident that it will be okay. The fact that it's a Delphi one doesn't really bother me. When I had my ST, I used Delphi coil packs, and the ones that I had for the time I had the car were spot on. So we'll get this one back under the car now, fit it all up, and hopefully turns that bloody engine light off. Okay guys, so there is the connector just there, plugged in, and underneath all the pegs are all in, and lamba's in, so hopefully that's turned the light off. There we have turned the engine light off. I did have to turn that off myself with my little reader thingy-majobby, but as you can see I've done over 100 miles and it hasn't come back on yet, so fingers crossed that's all good. So the next thing, we're looking at these lights. Now my one hasn't worked for a long time, so I finally bought myself some LEDs. Here we are, and these are them. Got 4 of them, just in case that one decides to go, or the one that I put in goes. So I'm going to chop that over now, and yeah, that should be it. So when we unlock the car now, we get lights on my side as well as the passenger side. So guys, there was one other thing that I wanted to get sorted, but I haven't had time to order them. I've been so busy filming next week's video, and that was these things here. I've ordered some new ones of these, so obviously I'll just slide them into another video once they arrive. But guys, that is it from me this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, share away with your friends, and look out for next week's video, because if you haven't seen my Instagram, you won't know what I'm talking about, but there's something cool coming next week, guys. So look out for that. Thanks for watching guys, I will see you next week.